It's Dave TV here on DCRTV.com. What's today? The 7th of August. Happy birthday, Sandy. My friend Sandy's turning, I'm not going to say her age. She's getting 1 year older today. Happy birthday, Sandy. Okay, here we go. A populist future for the Washington Post. Today's ombudsman, Patrick Pexton, writes, all these new news services that are starting up, Bloomberg government to cover Congress and the White House and the Capitol Hill, and you got Politico Pro, and they're all like, high-price subscription news services geared to lobbyists and congressional people and all that. And, and how the Post now has to compete with all that. Here's the Post, a broad-range distributed newspaper that covers the whole Washington area. They're now competing with all these specialized news services that have websites and stuff like that. So anyhow, Mr. Pexton, the ombudsman, is saying, the Post needs to not lose its focus and worry so much about competing with these elitist news services and become a populist, and remain or become or whatever a populist newspaper that serves all the people. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The good little editorially thing there. The other thing I must say, and I'm just continuing from my big rant yesterday about the decline and fall of the Washington Post, is a very simple thing. The folks that buy the print edition, okay, they are the ones that pour a ton of money into the newspaper, okay? Really. They pay that $20-some a month to get that print edition delivered, and they want a local newspaper, most of them, okay? The Washington Post, okay, granted, they look at their website and they figure we're competing with all these news services from Drudge to Huffington Post to Patch to, all over the place. We need to focus on, delivering to people in Timbuktu and Sacramento and Winnipeg and wherever. The Post, the local paper is a local paper, and they need to focus on local stuff. They need to, like what I'm doing, covering local news, covering local media. No, I don't want them covering local media news, but that's me. That's my business. No, the paper needs to start catering to the folks that are paying customers. Okay, not giving at least providing stuff in the print edition that maybe you can't get on the internet, or I don't know. You got people like me, and again, I've been reading the Post for 40-ish years since I was a kid. They need to have people like me. You need to cater to the folks that are paying the bills and not treating the print edition or the local news content of the website and whatever as a second-class citizen, okay? That's all I'm saying. By getting rid of folks that are covering local news, by not having a local media column, by not, covering local stuff, you're hurting the paper. The Metro section, I think, still covers a lot of local news. The sports section still covers a lot of local news. But, the style section doesn't, and the news section often doesn't, So, look at who's paying the freight and cater to them. You ought to make the paper easier to read, too. Again, long-winded articles, lots of gray text. People don't like that. Short articles, more articles. Short, more. Short, more. Short, more. Ugh. All right, folks, what do we got here? Got a new sponsor here for you today. We're scraping the bottom of the barrel for sponsors, so we lined up a new sponsor here, so check this out.
What do you think this is? It looks like some form of torture machine, doesn't it? Far from it. Actually, this instrument has a lot to do with the better taste of Lucky Strike cigarettes. What you were just looking at was a device for measuring the moisture content of tobacco about to be made into cigarettes in a Lucky Strike manufacturing plant. And believe me, smoking enjoyment depends a lot on maintaining proper moisture content. Too much moisture and your cigarette will burn too slow. Too little and it will taste dry. That's why the American Tobacco Company keeps a sharp eye on the moisture content of the fine tobacco that goes into every Lucky during every step of its manufacture. Here's how Robert Pendleton, who operates the instrument you just saw, tests for moisture after the tobacco has been shredded. He pushes a container of tobacco under the specially designed moisture meter. The long prongs bury deep into the tobacco. Then electric impulses show the moisture content of that tobacco on a dial. Yes, the fine tobacco that goes into every Lucky gets a lot of expert attention all along the line. The moisture test is just one of the hundreds of quality controls regularly made to be sure that you get all the better taste of Lucky's fine tobacco. For smoking enjoyment is all a matter of taste. And the fact of the matter is, Lucky's taste better, cleaner, fresher, smoother. So be happy. Go Lucky.
All right, folks. That's our new sponsor there. Oh, man. What do you think? What do you think of that? What do you think of that? I'm going to tell you where that came from. It came from here. I've been watching, I don't know, The Best of Jack Benny. You know, a lot of these old TV show compilation thingies are just episodes. You know, that's fine. The nice thing about this kooky old Jack Benny thing is that they include a lot. It's like they literally shot film of his old, maybe his old kinescopes, I don't know, of his old show. It includes the ads. You know, he was, you know, a notorious whore for Lucky Strike cigarettes. You know, I mean, that was his main sponsor. And I mean, even the guests. You see Humphrey Bogart as a guest on his show, you know, doing a pitch for Lucky Strike cigarettes. It's amazing. And, you know, they have the ads in here. They even have some of the CBS promos for upcoming shows. It's kind of rough in a weird way and weird cuts. I reckon, you know, if you're into, like, old TV and you want, you know, more than just TV show, this is actually kind of a neat little snippet of kind of the network, CBS especially, back in the 50s. So, do check this out. It's still available. It's real cheap. You can probably pick this up for like $5 over on Amazon. But like it a lot. Speaking about nostalgia, a friend, a good, nice contributor of DCRDV sent us a clip the other day of Galen Fromme from WBAL Radio. Check this out. Galen Fromme, excuse me. There's not much to see here. It's pretty much a audio.
The fireflies gleam, reflecting stream, they sparkle and shimmer. A star from on high falls out of the sky and slowly grows dimmer. The leaves from the trees all dance in the breeze and float on the river. We're deep in a spell of madness, spell of roses and dew. The memory of this moment of love will haunt me forever. A tropical moon and the leaves from the trees all out in the breeze and float on the river. We're deep in a spell of madness, spell of dreams and you.
Okay, we got a. I'm just gonna, while the music is going on there, I'm gonna read the email I got from Steve, who says, "Hey Dave, I got my hands on a cassette my sister made of our uncle Galen Fromme from when he did a music program Sunday nights on WBAL radio." I'm out of focus, but that's okay. It's nice. You can't see the wrinkles. Galen's show was From Till Now, and he featured himself singing selections such as those attached. I understand he got his career launch on Major Beau's show in the 1930s and ended up at WBAL Radio, where he worked mainly as a newscaster on radio and TV. until his retirement in 1979. I thought if you'd like it for your extensive files of old local radio programs. My sister lives in LA, or else I try to get the original disc and try to make a better reproduction. I may do that one of these days. So this is Galen Fromme. Very cool stuff, you know, from the 40s there on WBAL radio. You can just kind of imagine yourself sitting out there on your porch on your nice northwest Baltimore home on a nice summer night, a nice breeze blowing from the west, the sun setting. You've got WBA, you've got your little AM radio there plugged, you know, sitting there out on the porch as you're sipping your mint julep, and you're watching the evening of a nice summer day come to close, listening to Galen there on the radio. Wow. All right, folks, that's it for today, the Sunday, the 7th of August, 2011. Happy birthday, Sandy, again, a good friend there. Cut. Pray!